So Team India's dominance at home and red ball format continues. This team, it's not a easy team to beat at home. They just showed why they're a very tough side, and they have all the assets covered and it is going to be a massive challenge to beat this Indian team at home. Starting off initially, I think there was good swinging conditions. The ball was moving a lot. I think good decision by Bangladesh to put India into bat, and they had India on the back foot initially. Hassan Mahmood was bowled incredibly well. I think he's a really amazing find for Bangladesh, and his ability to swing the ball early has been incredible. We saw it in the Pakistan series, and he continued that form and took advantage of these conditions. They really had India on the back foot. They got Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, and Shubman Gill early at 34 for 3. Definitely, they would have been fancying their chances there. Then Yashasvi Jaiswal and Rishabh Pant batted really well on those to put India back in the game. They showed that I think Yashasvi Jaiswal has shown that he has a temperament and he has that ability to adjust his mindset to the situation, and he really showing what a skilled youngster he is. And Rishabh Pant, really good. We would be really pleased with that innings, returning after that accident, the first test innings after an accident. He was batting really well. The partnership was going really well and took India to a decent position until lunch. And then Rishabh Pant would have been really disappointed with that shot he played and to get out. He was so well set to get a big score, and definitely that was such a poor shot, and it got Bangladesh back. Yashasvi Jaiswal, he played some wonderful shots. He drove the ball really well, played some elegant strokes, and applied himself beautifully on this wicket. And KL Rahul had a decent stand, but KL Rahul, I think he needs to up his intent game. His mindset, that conservative mindset, continues to be a problem for him. I think batting at number 6, you have to go harder at the ball. We know he is a very skilled batter, and he has that ability to stand and is really good, has good technique against swing bowling. But the position he is in, he has to show that intent, and he has to change his mindset big time, because there is something really wrong with KL Rahul in that aspect, and he really needs to up his game there. You can say a very soft dismissal, but I wasn't really convinced with his innings. It's 16 of 52. And then a peach delivery from Nahid Rana to get Yashasvi Jaiswal out, who was looking really dangerous. At 144 for 6, Bangladesh would have been like it's their game to conquer. And then the dynamic duo of Ravi Ashwin and Jadeja, they are showing that the impact they have had for India in red ball, especially at home. It's been incredible. I think they have, in the past decade, I think nobody would have had the impact that Ashwin and Jadeja have had for India at home. Just when you have such two players of this quality, you know that it's a very tough side to beat, and they showed it again with this, initially with bat in hand. I think they batted positively, even though they were in a tough situation. They just knew that all it was needed was to put pressure on the Bangladesh bowlers, set them off on the back foot, make them lose that momentum. That's what Ashwin did. He took on the bowlers. He took it on himself to take on the bowlers and apply pressure back on Bangladesh. Slowly the boundaries started to come, and run scoring got quicker, and that kind of tired the Bangladesh bowlers and made them lose that momentum. And Ashwin and Jadeja capitalized on that, and they batted really well. And one more problem was initially there was not much for the spinners, so Mehdi, Hassan and Shakib were not that effective. And that game just turned upside down with this incredible partnership between these two. Going on to the first day, we thought we were expecting 450, and we thought that it was going to be massive dominance. But Bangladesh came back really well in that first session on the next day. They wrapped up the innings pretty quickly. They bowled really tight areas. They got their lengths back, and they kind of recovered well. But I think the damage was done with that 196 run stand. The game just turned around, and the momentum completely shifted back to the home team. Then Bangladesh, it was going to be challenging because the ball was doing a lot, and against quality Indian attack, their skills levels was going to be tested, and that's what happened, I think. And Akashdeep as well, he bowled to rippers, absolute peach in swinging deliveries. Bumrah's ball to Shadnam Islam, and I think India just completely dominated Bangladesh. Even Mushfiqur Rahim couldn't get going. Shakib played some good shots. He looked very comfortable. He and Mehdi Hassan's partnership was the only small hope that Bangladesh had in that first innings. They batted pretty well, but unfortunately they couldn't resist much. And Jadeja getting along amongst the wickets as well. And once that partnership was broken, they didn't see that spark. I think Mehdi Hasan looked okay, but they couldn't get that. No one was able to stand and play that innings beyond just beyond the normal innings. That was what was needed. Someone had to stand up and stand up big, but no one could for Bangladesh. So they got bundled out for 149. And there itself, it was understood that it was India's game. Unless something really miraculous, someone plays a blinder of an innings, it wasn't coming for Bangladesh. And then the thing is, now the conditions also got easier and batting got very easy. I think initially, if you see Bangladesh again, the previous the day three, the last session they got pretty good wickets. I think Virat Kohli's form in the recent past at home has been really poor. He's averaging just 21 in the last few innings. It is a concern. I think he has to work on his game, and sometimes I feel he lacks that motivation. I think he really needs to get that energy back. The Virat Kohli, the energetic Virat Kohli. I can see even his fans have been really disappointed with his attitude of it. I hope that fire in the Virat Kohli we know is back. I'm expecting a massive one from the King next game. And Rohit Sharma still has that concerns against the moving ball, and that is something he really needs. He has shown massive improvement in the red ball game, but still he has to better himself in this aspect. And I think the next day the wicket got really easy to bat on, and Rishabh Pant and Shubman Gill just dominated with ease. There was nothing happening for the bowlers, and once they sensed that, they just decided to attack the bowlers. They knew that they just needed to get that massive lead, and that's all that was needed. And they capitalized on those conditions, and Gill and Pant batted beautifully to get to fantastic hundreds, and they really pleased them as well. I mean, Shubman Gill, after getting out for 0 in the first innings, he'll be really satisfied, and Rishabh Pant wouldn't have expected a better comeback than this. A good 39 and now a fantastic 100. So India declaring with obviously a 515 run lead. We knew that it was just about wrapping up the innings with 2 days left. And and also there was something on offer for the spinners as well. I think Bangladesh started well. They on these better batting conditions, they capitalized and they batted really well. They played some really good shots. The openers started well, and in the initial wickets didn't come easy. I think they took some brilliant catches, especially Yashasvi Jaiswal's that catch was one of the fantastic catch. I really enjoyed some really top-notch fielding by India. They really put some effort to get those initial wickets. But later on, when the ball started turning, Bangladesh found it really hard. Kudos to Shanto, the captain. He fought really hard. I think he's the only one who looked comfortable against the spinners, especially the way he played the sweep and the reverse sweep, and he even cut the ball really well. He really played Ashwin and Jadeja well. I expected more from Liton Das, but he unfortunately, I think he could have resisted better. I think he went too hard at it. Even Mushfiqur Rahim, after playing such a good shot, I think he got too predictable. Ashwin could judge that he would go for one more, and it got too predictable. And Ashwin, once when there's a lot on offer, he would dominate. And the homeboy just showing his skills both with bat and ball. Perfect homecoming for the man. What a sensation R. Ashwin has been for India, especially in the red ball format. The only player to have 30 plus 5 wicket hauls and 20-50 plus scores. He's just been absolutely phenomenal for India, and he has the second most number of man of the match awards in Test now, just behind Muttiah Muralidharan with 10 man of the match awards. He's just been absolutely phenomenal, and kudos to the homeboy. A perfect homecoming for the man. And a massive win for India. Bangladesh showing really need to improve. You can see the difference in skill level between the two teams is clearly visible. I hope they they found good patches of late. They found good bowlers. Their batting needs to stand up better. They have to improve in terms of skill. I'm expecting a better fight from them in the next test. But India's dominance at home continues. And